I think if we're at the start of a longer-term bearish market, NVIDIA to $50. I think if we're at the start of a long-term bearish market, if you look at the monthly chart, that's where it's headed to. But the question is, are we at the start of a longer-term bearish market? I don't know. It's really tough to say. The charts are a bit of a mess, and yes, and the last week's bottom, I think, is probably at least a medium-term bottom. I don't see us taking it out in the short term or the medium term. Maybe if we're at a longer-term bearish market, maybe we'll eventually take it out. And if so, then I think NVIDIA honestly has ways to go still to $50 if we are going to be in a longer-term bearish market. But that's what I don't know yet, and hard to say also.
All right, so I'll throw the question out to the audience. Are you buying NVIDIA? Type 11 for yes, type 22 for no. So JR, how about you? Do you think NVIDIA is just broken?
No. I think people are getting caught up in the noise of it all. I'm heavily involved in the data center world through my other parallel lives of JR Romero, and I got to tell you, a data center electrician used to make $80,000 a year. Now they're making $370,000 a year because they can't find enough of these people. They can't find enough data center spaces. They can't find enough data center technicians, routers, switches, GPUs. This is only going to trend higher as we push guidance system, navigation, telemetry, robotics. So I think this, there's a cyclical and there's a secular. Yeah, cyclically, we may be slowing down here for a second. Everybody freaked out about Microsoft's cut in data center spend inside as a big demonstrative sort of data point that the party's over. I think that's nonsense. And this is one topic I'm actually really educated on. And I feel that, in terms of the overall secular trend, it's only going to go higher from here in terms of demand. Now, NVIDIA's giant Achilles heel, of course, is that its revenue comes from 5 clients, right? So you could see a very significant haircut for NVIDIA if one of the Meta, NVIDIA, Microsoft, or other clients of theirs actually end up having a significant breakthrough in their own chip design and cut their orders down. That's easier said than done. Obviously, NVIDIA having that very limited customer base and having them, cutting down CapEx and OpEx in the short term, I'm sure will affect their numbers, in terms of the cyclical horizon. But as far as the secular trend is concerned, I'm not really worried about it at all. I still believe NVIDIA goes much higher.
Okay, interesting. So I just looked at the chat, and we are getting mostly 22. So it looks like a lot of people, most people at least that are listening here, are not buying NVIDIA. So JR, quickly, do you think that Jensen needs to do something big on the next earnings call? They're not reporting until late May, I believe. Do you think he needs to say something big to sort of rescue the situation?
I honestly don't know. I mean, they've executed pretty flawlessly so far. I'm not sure what else Jensen Huang could do at this point. I mean, if you've said through an NVIDIA earnings call, I mean, it's like a Vivaldi concerto. It's like everything is perfect. So I'm not really sure what he could do at this point to improve things, or what he could say.